Whether it's your nightlight, your alarm clock, your computer, or your morning cup of coffee, it's all powered by electricity. And at the Grand River Dam Authority, we're in the business of generating that electricity to give you the power.
Hello, and welcome to the Grand River Dam Authority's coal-fired complex, where every day our mission is to generate low-cost, reliable electricity for the good of Oklahomans, while at the same time we strive to be a good steward of the environmental resources under our control. Over the next few minutes, let's take a closer look at this facility and see how we turn coal into electricity.
The GRDA coal-fired complex employs a workforce of over 200 in many highly skilled positions. This includes mechanics, welders, electricians, machinists, equipment operators, computer technicians, engineers, administrators, and much more.
To keep this facility operating takes a very diverse workforce with many different skill sets and people with different knowledge. Some of our best candidates, graduates from the Oklahoma Vocational Institutes. Some of the skill sets that are required are instrumentation skills. We have very large computer systems here, programmable logic controllers that the instrument department and those personnel are responsible for maintaining. Our electrical department has a very diverse field from digital controls to large electric motors as large as 9,000 horsepower. Our mechanical field takes care of all of our pumps and valves, and many of our pumps, turbines are very high speed, very critical as far as maintaining proper clearances and proper installation techniques. This is the type of training and skill sets that we need to ensure this plant is maintained and operational and reliable for the years to come.
These are well-paying jobs, many of which are becoming more technical than ever before as the facility continues to adapt to the latest innovations designed to improve efficiency and enhance reliability.
Whether it be on the turbine, the boiler feed pumps, precip, you're constantly doing different things. And that makes your day go faster, and it's a lot more enjoyable because it's not the same repetition every day.
All day, every day, this workforce takes an abundant energy resource, coal, and turns it into the electricity that helps to drive the economy of Oklahoma. Meanwhile, the jobs created by the existence of the coal-fired complex also create tremendous economic benefits for the state. And here at GRDA, we believe that generates opportunity for the future.
Just exactly how does a workforce of 200 plus employees turn trainloads of coal into megawatts of electricity? Well, over the next few minutes, let's take a detailed look as we follow the coal from the coal train through the coal yard, into the plant, and out to the switch yard as megawatts of power.
Coal trains, owned by GRDA, transport the coal to the plant site. Upon arrival, GRDA personnel use a rotary dumper to unload the trains. Without ever removing the cars from the train set, the dumper can turn them upside down, one at a time, to dump coal into an underground storage area.
Coal comes into the plant through train cars, and our equipment is designed to dump the train cars. Then it's sent up to the plant, and any excess coal that we have that we don't need to coal the plant, we send out to the yard transfer, and we stack out on the coal pile, and it's used for storage when we need it. We can reclaim it with our stacker reclaimer. My men and myself, we're here to maintain all the equipment to make sure that dependability of the plant is maintained and that the plant is kept coaled up.
After the coal is unloaded to the storage area, it is then moved via conveyor belt for dispersal into silos. From there, large crushers inside the plant grind the coal to the consistency of talcum powder to then be injected into the boiler for combustion. Huge fans located below the boilers provide the air for combustion of the coal. The result is a large fireball inside the boiler. Miles and miles of steam piping surround the fireball inside the boiler. This piping is full of water, which GRDA pulls from the Grand River and sends on to the boiler only after it is treated and filtered on site. Inside the boiler piping, the water is heated to produce steam at 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit and 2,400 pounds per square inch of pressure. That pressurized steam is then piped from the boiler to the turbine. As it is forced over the turbine's blades, the steam turns the turbine and the attached generator rotor at a constant 60 revolutions per second within a magnetic field. This action creates electricity at 24,000 volts. After the steam drives the turbine, it is piped to a condenser which consists of tubes full of cool water. As the steam touches the tubes, it condenses back into water. Then it is sent to the cooling towers where its temperature is lowered before it is returned to the boiler to start the cycle again. In fact, the cloud-like plume coming from the cooling towers in front of the plant is merely water vapor from this cooling process. Meanwhile, the 24,000 volts of electricity created within the magnetic field passes through electric transformers on the plant site and is stepped up to 345,000 volts. While that is quite a jump in voltage, it is necessary for transmission. High voltage is used for transmitting power because it reduces loss over long distances. And that's very important for GRDA because we transmit electricity across nearly 2,000 miles of lines in Oklahoma. Finally, the remains from this coal burning process, a substance commonly called fly ash, passes through the emissions control devices. The facility is equipped with extensive pollution control equipment, including electrostatic precipitators to collect the ash and a sulfur dioxide scrubber on Unit 2, which further cleans the emissions before they are released through the plant's chimneys, which both stand 507 feet in the air and are equipped with continuous emissions monitoring equipment.
We have several different areas. Every week we go out to each of the ponds that we have out here. We have about 12 ponds, and we check the pH, the chemistry of each pond, make sure that our outfall meets specifications. Without us, you're not going to have purified water to run this place. And we're very proud that for over 20, 25, 28 years, we've never had to chemically clean our boilers, either one of them. And I like to say that our staff has a lot to do with that, our laboratory staff.
This coal to kilowatts process takes place all day, every day here at the GRDA coal-fired complex. And with an abundance of coal reserves in the United States, this fossil fuel has potential to generate power in our country for hundreds of years. In fact, about half of all the electricity generated in the United States comes from coal. From the beginning of the 20th century, electricity created from coal has provided power Americans have needed to improve their lives. And today, right here at GRDA, the low-cost, reliable electricity we create helps Oklahoma compete with the rest of the world. This facility is fueled from coal, surface mined, where enormous 80-foot thick layers of low sulfur coal allow for reduced emissions and safe, nominal cost mining. In fact, if this GRDA coal were gasoline, it would cost only pennies per gallon.
The plant has a great history. It's one of the first coal plants in the Oklahoma area that has a certain type of unit that we have. It's got a scrubber on it for emissions, which makes us one of the cleaner plants in the area. And coal is also the backbone of the electrical industry in the United States. It has been for centuries. It will be for centuries. You know, coal, it's going to take a tremendous effort to replace coal in the industry. So it looks like we have a tremendous future here. We have a great plant. We have high reliability. And we also have just some of the greatest people here working here that make it all put together very well.
At this facility, we believe that good environmental stewardship must go hand in hand with efficient operations. Through continuous improvements and advanced technologies, the GRDA coal-fired complex aspires to be unmatched in meeting governmental standards for environmental controls. Every day, a dedication to proper environmental stewardship and the production of low-cost, reliable electricity guides GRDA's decisions. That means meeting today's environmental requirements while also planning and preparing to meet the new standards that will come our way in the future. Under the leadership of Chief Executive Officer Kevin Easley, the GRDA Office of Ecosystems Management was established in 2004 with the goal of ensuring that GRDA always meets its responsibility as a good steward of the resources under its control. And as a recycling measure, fly and bottom ash collected from coal combustion is even recycled. The ash is used for beneficial purposes such as making concrete for road beds. Finally, don't be surprised if you see an abundance of wildlife and waterfowl around the plant site. The site is a sanctuary for those who are just passing through, and even some who choose to live here year-round.